Hi, Heather here with Grow Family Yoga and more. Um, so today I'm going to be talking about 3 calming techniques from a yoga perspective that you can use with your baby. So let's say your baby is upset and fussy and you know that they have had their diaper changed, you've tried the bath, you've tried a walk, you've tried a car ride, you tried kind of everything and you're like, why is my baby not calming down? First and foremost, know that sometimes babies are fussy and that is just that. They go through rapid growth spurts, as I'm sure you've already read about and know, and they just sometimes get kind of fussy and cranky, and there's not a whole lot we can do. And then a lot of it, too, is the fact that that's the way they communicate, right? So they are upset, and they may not even know themselves why they're upset. They just know that they need to cry, you know? And think about times, even as an adult, where you get like that. You're like, really emotional and having big feelings, and there's not really a logical reason for it per se, but you just feel like you kind of need to get it out. Sometimes babies are like that too. But there are some other techniques we can try, and the first one's oming. So it seems kind of funny and esoteric, but it's a really beautiful sound. It's a very vibrational sound that is reminiscent of inside the womb with the heartbeat and all that echoing sounds. And I like to think, especially coming from a yoga perspective, since we call it the heartbeat of the universe, we call it the sound of everything in the universe, that there's this sort of component to it that's very calming for babies. So you place them right here up on your chest, pat their little back, make sure they have no gas. Take a deep breath in, you sit up nice and tall, and this is a good chance for you to center yourself as well. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, Now your baby will actually feel that vibration from your chest, and they'll hear that low-pitched sound, which can be very almost disarming, but if you're calm enough and you're not doing it loud or screech-like, it kind of overtakes for a minute, it distracts them, and it's like, oh, what is that? As a postpartum support specialist and as a parent to 6, I have noticed that it doesn't work every time, but I have noticed that when they're in the throes of an upset, sometimes I do that, and for a moment they're like, what? And it gives you some time to maybe communicate with them and let them communicate back what they need, or just to calm them down. The next one, I like to show this to my clients all the time, is our bicycle legs. So a lot of babies are really gassy, and they have medicines and stuff that can help, but sometimes it's actual movement that they need to help them. So bicycle legs, you just bring up their legs to their chest. I start at first like this before I do the bicycling. I bring their legs to their chest and then bring their legs back down straight. I try to put it's really difficult to do because I don't have a real baby, but I try to put my hands underneath their knees because babies, especially really young ones, younger than 3 months, tend to resist that movement. So I like to have my thumb kind of on top of their knee right here and then my hand on the back of their calf, and that is a gentle way to get them to release some of that tension. So I bring their knees up towards their chest and then back down. I do this a couple of times, and I try to repeat it after my own breathing. So I inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale, drawing their feet down to their crib, their changing pad, whatever you're on the ground. And then I start bicycling their legs, one knee up to their chest while the other leg is straightened. I do that for a few moments. And then you switch directions and switch legs. Keep bicycling. You could sing a song. You could even play Queen's Bicycle if you wanted. It's always fun. I like to ride my bicycle. And make it fun for them. Singing can help distract as well. And then the last thing I do is take both their legs with my hands still underneath their calves, right behind their knees, and my thumb right on top of their knee. And I just kind of twist them to one side very gently, and then the other. A little roly-poly. 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 Deep breath in. There you go. And the last one I do is modeling pranayama, or our breathing techniques. Sometimes it's not an immediate calm down, and if you've tried everything, even these, and you've tried medication, and you've tried nap time, and they're still really fussing, it's really important that you yourself stay calm, because it can be so upsetting to not be able to calm your baby down. So we have to center ourselves and just kind of practice acceptance and sitting with them and letting them know that they can continue and that you're a safe space. But what you can do to help yourself and what might calm them down is deep breathing. So you can lay down on your back if they're really light, or you can lean up against a couch, lean up against a wall, get yourself comfortable. Get yourself into a headspace and a mindset that they're going to cry, it's going to be upsetting, but you're going to sit there with them. You're going to practice your own breathing. You're going to practice your own centering. So thinking of all the things you love about your baby, thinking of some happy moments, soaking up their smell, and just begin your own deep breathing, 3-part breath. So breathing at the base of the belly, inhale to the chest, finally to the face, until you can't get any more air. Exhale from the face, the chest, the belly. And now you can put this with a mindset change. In your belly, I'm strong. In your heart, this is my baby. And in your head, this won't last. Exhale, same thing. This will be over soon. This is my baby, and I'm strong enough to handle this 3-part breath. And they're going to hear that breathing, and babies tend to imitate breathing from their caregivers as well, which is a really interesting thing. We have studies of babies who lie next to their caregivers and will model their breathing pattern, especially when they're trying to go to sleep. So maybe just centering yourself, calming your own energy, they might sense that, and knowing that you're a safe space for them to just get out their emotions, even when they're really young and they can't, communicate except for crying. Getting yourself into a different mindset, getting yourself calm and centered, modeling that for them. Not only is it important for that very moment, it's important for the time as they're growing up and as they do become more independent and will need tools as well. So again, just breathing. So to review, the 3 yoga techniques to calm a baby: oming, bicycle legs, and movement in the belly for gas relief and hopefully calming, and our breathing and our own centering. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe for more tips on babies, children, and adult yoga and mindfulness. All right, have a lovely day. Bye.